Hey, Real Green Ninja here. The video you're about to watch is a supplement to the existing tutorials and help videos already available on the Real Green website. I do take a more casual approach because I'm presenting this information as I would if you called in, although I may have a little fun with it. This video is based upon the information I, as a Real Green technician, would provide using my experience on the help desk. This video was created on my own time to assist with areas of the software that may be waiting for an official help video or tutorial. At the beginning of the training video, I will have the version of the Service Assistant the video was made with. I will also try to be as accurate as possible, but be aware, as Service Assistant updates are released, things may change. I'm using the name Real Green Ninja as not to stand out from the other amazing technicians that I work with. I hope the information in this video helps you, so grab a cup of coffee, and I hope you learn something new. Hey, Real Green Ninja here. Today I'm going to do the crash course on neighborhood production postcards, so let's begin. We're going to go to print, letters, and then neighborhood production postcards, or neighbor production postcards as they call it. And in the screen, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be choosing what service or services that you currently do for these people's neighbors. All right. So, for example, if I want to find people that I'm doing curation for and send a postcard out to their neighbors, then I would select that service. All right. Also, you can select what status you want to send the postcards to. So again, for example, if you're doing marketing, no status, estimate printing, you can select all those. You could theoretically send them out to active customers. Again, it's up to you. Different people use the software different ways. I'm gonna go ahead and select here right now, just to because I got garbage data and I have I want to make sure I at least get someone. Now, as far as the work that you're performing, when you're selecting which neighbors you want to send the postcards out to, again, you're going to select the services here, but over here you're going to select if the work's been printed, if it's been scheduled, if it's been done, or if it's been assigned. So, for example, let's say you want to send a card out saying, hey, look how great your neighbor's lawn turned out after we did our treatment last month or whatever. Then you can say, I want to do it by the done date and then select it for last month. You can also select what rating you want to send the postcard out for. Now, this rating is the rating that you enter in the production screen if you use that utility or that part of the production entry. All right, so because obviously you don't want to send a postcard out to the neighbors of someone whose rating is kind of low, okay? And hopefully as the year goes on, the ratings get higher. So again, you can select that. You can also do a scheduled date, saying, hey, we're planning to come out and visit your neighbors. We're offering a special since we're going to be in the neighborhood anyways. Do you want to go ahead and sign up for services? Here's our information and so on. All right. Now, because you could possibly be doing multiple batches of postcards depending on the situation, if you're doing sending a postcard out each week, you don't want to keep sending the same neighbor's postcards over and over again, because maybe you're doing one neighborhood and then you're doing the next neighborhood over next week. Well, again, you don't want to send two postcards to the same person. So you can say if it's been at least 30 days since the last postcard, go ahead and send them one. Also, this is where you can decide how far out you want the system to look for those neighbors. All right. So again, for example, let's say you had Tom Jones that you're going to go out and do the work for, and you're just going to do it for scheduling sometime in May. You can go through here and set the schedule for May. And then say any neighbor within half a mile of him, go ahead and send him a postcard. All right, down here it says the minimum number of neighbors, and what that means is at least one neighbor has to show up on the postcard for it to generate. Because you might have one person in the neighborhood that you're not really doing anything for anybody within a half a mile, but for whatever reason you doing that person's property, maybe give you a lot of money or something. So, but you could say I want them to have at least 5 neighbors before the postcard gets generated that would qualify being within half a mile. So again, you can pick and choose, and depending on what you want to send out. You can also limit the number of postcards that you want to send. So for example, let's say you want to send up to 200 postcards. So again, you can set that saying I don't want to send more than 200. Just to keep kind of in your budget. Now you can also say I only want to do it for people on the same street. All right, so the street would have to match in order for it to be able to get a postcard. Now down here, where it says price table and discount code, you can even include pricing. But keep in mind, though, in order to include pricing, the customer has to have a size on their screen. So if you decide to use marketing statuses, well, unless you have the marketing or the lot size of that marketing customer, it won't be able to calculate a price, so I won't be able to show it. You can also specify the minimum sizes. So again, because I'm selecting a price chart, you'll see minimum of 0.01 because, again, it has to be able to calculate a price. Now, once you have all your criteria set, and you can choose between residential and commercial, because maybe you don't want to send them out to your commercial customers, but once you set all your criteria, you're going to hit Get Records. It's going to take a few moments, and it's actually going to run through a couple filtering. It's going to go through and look to find all the customers that have those services, and so on and so forth. And then it's going to go find all the customers that are in the statuses or the neighbors, sorry, that are in the statuses you've chosen. And then once it's got that filter, it puts the names in, and once it has the information, it can put the size and price and stuff like that. So again, you'll see it's going to be right now because of my test data, and it's just kind of garbage data. You'll see I got 2 people here. And then I also have the pricing information because I did select a price chart. Now, you can select or unselect zip codes. So again, if you have multiple zip codes you service, you can add or remove them just by selecting that zip code from this list. And then, of course, if you really want to, you can even pick and choose using the checkboxes here. Or you can hit none and send them out to only particular customers, that are that you want to send out the cards to. So again, there's some flexibility. Now, as far as what information you're sending, under offer and pricing, once you've gotten the people you're going to send the cards out to, then you can go out and fill this. Now, you'll see I put in line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and it pretty much matches the information over here, so I can show you where it shows up on that postcard. So I'm going to set to preview. There we go. And you'll see there's line 1, line 2, line 3 with my price after discount, line 4 with my price before discount, 5, 6. And if we scroll down, you'll see there's website, email, and disclaimer. And there's those neighbors that I told the system to look for. All right. And then, so, again, I mean, one checkbox or one drop down, putting, narrowing your range or expanding it. So, like if I come over here and I told this to look for within 5 miles, hit get records. Okay, apparently there's only 2 people. Again, I have garbage data. I don't have a really large customer database. So like I was saying, though, is you can configure that. Now, if you don't care about pricing, you just turn this price chart off here. So let's just turn this off, hit none, and then hit get records. And then when we go to offer and pricing, preview it. And there it is. But again, you'll notice there is no pricing information. Now, as far as these postcards here, again, you'd want to talk to the print shop to see what options are available. I work for tech support. I don't work for the print shop. So unfortunately, I don't know if how many different varieties of type of postcards there are. I don't know what the limitations are. But again, like I was saying, is you can preview and take a look. Now, you'll notice here it says the person's name or current resident. It is going to say that. All right. Unfortunately, there isn't an option to turn off that or current resident. If the person doesn't have a name, if the account doesn't have a name because maybe you just have the address, it will just say or current resident. All right. But like I was saying is that pretty much you select what service or program you're doing. If you decide how you want to pull it, if you want to pull it by printed date, scheduled date, done date, assigned date, select the statuses of the people you want to send the cards to. Select, again, you can filter by saying if they haven't gotten a card within 30 days. How far out you want the system to look, number of neighbors. Oh, you know what? I know why that's so low. There's only 2 because I'm only looking at marketing. I don't have that many marketing customers. As well as the number of postcards, the maximum number of postcards. If you only want people that are on the same street, and then again, you can put pricing information in. But if you do pricing, you want to make sure that you at least have the minimum of 0.01 because it has to be able to calculate a price. Once you got all that, get records. It's going to do some thinking. Now that I put active customers in there, you'll see there's more accounts on there. And then, like I said, you can pick and choose. So let's say I wanted to remove that 84050. I can click on that. You'll see it unchecked it for me. Or I can click it, and you'll see it checks it for me. And then again, you can go to the offer pricing, put your information into a preview, and you'll see how the card looks. And then you send the information to Realgreen. And that's one thing to be aware of, too, is that you notice there is no print option. You can only preview it. You can export to a spreadsheet. So if you have one of those third-party printers or whatever and they need the information and you want to use a postcard to get the information, yeah, you could export it to a spreadsheet or a CSV file. Again, we'll help you get the information out, but once they have it, that's on them for as far as formatting and stuff like that. And then you'll notice, again, there's an option to send to RGS. So hope this crash course helps you guys, and you guys have yourself a wonderful day.